Greetings to everyone and welcome to Messpress. This is Aishwarya reporting weekly news updates to you all. Let us proceed with the first news of the week. Opposition parties in Rajya Sabha on Sunday refused to attend a meeting called by Goel. Opposition parties' refusal to attend a meeting convened by Leader of the House Piyush Goel on Monday morning. The government again tried to approach the parties by saying that 4 bills would be sent for parliamentary scrutiny. Democracy being killed, opposition not allowed to raise issues in parliament, says Rahul Gandhi. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Tuesday said that the democracy is being killed as the opposition is not being allowed to raise issues in the parliament. The suspension of MPs is a symbol of the crushing of the voice of people of India. Nagraj is back with more entertainment with his humble comedy. It is a sequel to 2018 film of the same name which starred Danish as a narcissistic politician. The filming for the first season of Humble Politician Nagraj was completed on Tuesday. The lead actor of the web series Danish said confirmed. The web series will be primarily in Kannada but will also have characters speaking in Hindi and English. MG Motor India teams up with Attero to reuse and recycle lithium-ion batteries. Attero Recycling recycled MG's first EV battery, the metal extracted and various other commodities from recycling process can be used to develop new batteries. Hero Moto to hike vehicle prices January onwards. The country's largest two-wheeler maker, Hero MotoCorp, on Thursday said it will make an upward revision in the ex-showroom prices of its motorcycles and scooters to partially offset an increase in input costs which is going to be effective from January 4, 2022. The world's tallest man is all ready to settle down and he has reached Russia to find a bride who is willing to bear him a son and a daughter. 39-year-old Sultan Kosen is a Turkish farmer of ethnic Kurdish descent who was born in southeastern Turkish city of Mardin. The man is 8 feet 3 inches tall and holds the Guinness World Record for the tallest living man. Stalker stabs Class 8 Bihar girl 8 times in 13 seconds for opposing molestation. A CCTV footage has surfaced online showing a stalker stabbing a Class 8 girl around 8 times in 13 seconds in broad daylight in Bihar. The video shows the boy and his aides waiting to attack the girl while she was going back home from school. This took place allegedly a day after girl resisted his molestation attempt. I hit auto driver 8 to 10 times. He kept shouting God's name, says Gurugram woman on kidnap bit. A woman who was kidnapped from an auto rickshaw in Gurugram said she did it thinking broken bones are better than getting lost. The driver didn't listen to her when she said he took a wrong turn, she claimed. She alleged the driver kept on shouting God's name and didn't respond even when she hit him on shoulder 8 to 10 times. Oil prices keep climbing even as Omicron COVID variant fans out. Oil prices in Melbourne rose on Thursday for a third straight day, underpinned by weaker dollar on optimism about global growth, even as governments from Australia to Europe step up curbs to slow down the spread of Omicron variant. Intel China apologizes over Shenyang supplier statement. US chip maker Intel apologized on Thursday to Chinese customers, partners and the public. The company recently published what is described as an annual letter to suppliers, dated December, that it had been required to ensure that its supply chains does not use any labor or source goods or company's products. SRK is back to work. Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan resumes work makes first public appearance with wife Gauri Khan and daughter Suhana. They have kept a low profile ever since Aryan Khan was arrested in the cruise ship drugs bust case in October. Madhavan has moved to tears by Decoupled's popularity, which has become #1 Indian series on Netflix in less than 72 hours. Decoupled is a show about a misanthropic writer and his stand-up founder wife juggle their impending divorce, with absurdities and annoyances of life in their affluent world. Ayushmann Khurrana says people are recognizing need for inclusivity, stating that grey films can only be made in a progressive society. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said that cow is mother and sacred to many people, but some find it as a sin, adding that these people don't realize that livelihood of crores of people depends on Pashudham. He was speaking in his parliamentary constituency Varanasi. He inaugurated and laid down foundation stones of 27 projects worth Rs 2,095 crores in Varanasi. National Farmers' Day is also called as Kisan Divas on the occasion of birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Chaudhary Charan Singh, that is on December 23rd, as National Farmers' Day. The Defence Minister tweeted, "The birth anniversary of Chaudhary Charan Singh is celebrated as Farmers' Day. All over India, hearty congratulations to all the farmers. Congratulations to farmers who have created crops in the field and happiness in the country," he said. The first test between India and South Africa, starting at Centurion on December 26, will be played without spectators, as the host country's cricket board is not selling tickets in the view of the emergence of the new COVID-19 variant Omicron. Only some suite holders and delegates will be able to watch the match live through current COVID-19 restrictions implemented by the government. Olympic bronze medalist India defeated arch rivals Pakistan with a score of 4-3 in a pulsating 3rd-4th place playoff match to win the bronze medal at the Asian Champions Trophy men's hockey in Dhaka on Wednesday. India, who were the defending champions along with Pakistan in the last edition of the tournament in Muscat, will return with a consolation prize after having lost to Japan with a score of 3-5 in the semi-finals on Tuesday. Earthquake of magnitude 3.3 strikes near Bengaluru. A 3.3 magnitude earthquake struck near Bengaluru on Wednesday morning. Normal life was not affected, reported by National Centre for Seismology. Schools in Bengaluru urged students with travel history to attend online classes. A school in North Bengaluru sent circulars asking students to continue online classes if anyone in their house has travelled abroad. On December 22nd, Maharashtra's Education Minister Varsha Gaikwad announced that their government was closely monitoring the Omicron situation and that if the cases continued to rise, they would take a call to shut down offline classes in schools. So far, schools in Maharashtra have been operating in batches to ensure distancing, and online classes were always an option. Karnataka CM Basavaraj Bommai announced that NEP 2020 would be focused on bridging the gap between what is taught in the syllabus and what is needed in the practical world. He wants to see an environment that nurtures innovation and expression and not institutes that are for certificates and degrees. He also wishes to see digitization in all classrooms with a global linking of knowledge. The researchers from Monash University in Australia have discovered an enzyme, NOX4, that is essential for exercise-induced reactive oxygen species (ROS), which helps to fight aging. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope launch postponed due to adverse weather conditions at Europe's spaceport in French Guiana. The flight VA256 to launch Webb on December 24 is now being prepared for a new launch date of December 25. Boeing and Airbus Americas are asking the White House to delay 5G rollout in the States in an ongoing row over whether or not the tech can crash planes. The companies said that interference could affect adversely the ability of aircraft to safely operate. The wireless industry group CTIA says 5G is safe and is accusing the aviation industry of fear-mongering and distorting facts. To begin with is an exhibition of traditional drawings. The exhibition is organized to celebrate 90 years of the founding member, Professor M.S. Nanjunda Rao, on 22nd December at 11:30 at the Devraj Aras Auditorium in Bengaluru. The show was curated by Srimati B.Y. Binoda and displays works by various artists from Karnataka. The exhibition will be on display until 27 December and is open to public. The weather for the week is expected to be around 28 degrees Celsius during the day and 13 degrees Celsius during the night. There is no signs of rainfall till Monday. Light monsoon is expected in the middle of next week. And these are the news updates for the week. Keep watching Mess Press. This is Aishwarya signing off with cameraman Stanzin.